Now, let me take you to the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, because the Asante Kingdom has been thrown into mourning following the passing of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom III. The Yoko family confirmed the passing of the second most powerful person in Asantehemaa to the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second at an emergency Asantehemaa Traditional Council meeting held today at the Asantehemaa Palace. Now, I can bring you a brief profile of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom III, born 1957, died 2025. So she is the 14th Asantehemaa of the Asante Kingdom. She was born in 1927 and passed on in 2025 at age 91. And she was born at Benyade Shrine, Kumasi. Mother is Nana Efiakobi Sewa. Remember Nana Efiakobi Sewa? She was the Asantehemaa, and following her death, then the daughter took over in 2016. And Nana Efiakobi Sewa passed on in 2016. Father is Opanyini Kofi Fofie from Besianse, also in Kumasi. Separated from biological mother at age 1. And as far as we know, she had no formal education. Received informal training at home. She was installed on February 6, 2017 at age 83 and then was adored to the public on May 6, 2017. So, brief about the parents, Opanyini Kwame Boateng. She was a blacksmith from Eduman in Kumasi. Right, so the spouse of the late Asantehemaa we are talking about today is Opanyini Kwame Boateng. He was a blacksmith from Eduman in Kumasi. Well, as far as we know, a school was named after her for her generosity, known for equity, justice, fairness in settling disputes. And then during the 5th anniversary as Asantehemaa, she donated to the mother baby unit at the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital, pediatric emergency care units, pediatric emergency units also at the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital. And then also undertook some generosity and adventures, including the paying of medical bills for new mothers, initiated an annual breastfeeding awareness campaign for mothers. So this morning at the Asantehemaa Palace, the Otumfuo summoned the chiefs under the Asantehemaa Council, and the news was broke to them. My colleagues at Love FM sat through this emergency meeting, and this is what they came through with.
Has been officially broken by the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second himself today at an emergency Asante Council meeting with all paramount sees of the Asantehemaa gallantly seated here at the Asantehemaa Palace. And you can see that just some few minutes after the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei the second made the announcement public, there is a long procession of all the paramount chiefs. You can see on my left is the Kumeumanhene, who is also part of the delegation or the crew, the procession heading into the official home of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom III. And so what is the announcement and what has been said? It is the unfortunate demise of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom III. She was installed as the Asantehemaa in 2017, taking over from her biological mother, Nana Efiakobi Ampem, becoming the occupant of the Asante stool. She then also served diligently, taking up leadership roles and also guiding and counseling the administration of the Asante man or the Ashanti Kingdom. Today, the announcement has been made. It is said that Nana Konadu Yiadom III passed on Thursday, the 7th of August. This announcement by the Asantehene, and right after it was said or it was delivered out at the council meeting, the emergency council meeting, the Asantehene told all the chiefs to join a procession with him involved. He will be coming very soon. the chiefs are all moving into the official home of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom. So that's what you see live on your screens here at the Menchia Palace. Chiefs moving in, coming in. A very sad day for the Asantehene, the Asante Kingdom, and everybody that matters in the administration of the kingdom. The Asantehemaa Palace is not far from where the Asantehene would have his seat. It's just the same place, but just a different home. They do not stay at one particular area or one place. The Asantehene is from the Menchia Palace. When you enter, she lives ahead, and then the inner perimeter is where we have the Asantehene's bungalow, or the Asantehene's official sitting. And so this is how it must be done. From the place where the emergency meeting took effect or took place, they have to proceed straight into the palace of the Asantehemaa. That is what custom demands. That is what tradition demands. And a long procession by the chiefs and the queen mothers taking place or taking effect right now. That is the tradition of the Ashanti people. The Asantehene is joining this procession, but definitely the very last person who would make his entry into the palace of the Asantehene. Now, what they are going to do over there is to meet the entourage of the Asantehene, the people who sit together with the Asantehene. That is the Oyoko family members, the Asantehene's entourage. I must put it in proper perspective. They are going to meet them to sympathize with them. Earlier, the Asantehene indicated that he had met the chiefs and the paramountcies to tell them about the incident, but then officially he had to meet the entire council to also give them the announcement. This announcement is not solely official to the public. That one will be done, but this is to the Asante Traditional Council, which encompasses of the chiefs, the queen mothers, divisional chiefs, and among others. So all of them are now moving in. We've seen the Mamponhima who had come in earlier, the Komewuhine. We've seen the Agogohima. All those who matter are part of the procession you see right now. All of them are moving into the palace of the Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom. Now, a little bit of history about Nana Konadu Yiadom III. She was and stood as the Asantehemaa in 2017, as I stated earlier, taking over from her mother, Nana Efiakobi Ampim. She is the biological sister of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei II, but as custom demands, that recognition as brother and sister would not be made anytime your siblings occupying the stool as king or chief respectively, but then you are taking the role as mother. And so per custom, although the biological sister of the current Asantehene, she took up the role as the mother of the Asantehene, which is Otumfuo Osei II. And so you can see now the police are telling the chiefs to hurry up and then go inside. That is because the Asantehene himself has he's coming, he's getting closer, and so the chiefs would have to hurriedly move in for the Asantehene to come. This is the Menchia Palace scenes you're having here. That is the Manson Kwantahene you also see in your shot. Yes, and the Asantehene coming. You see these leaves signaling that he is almost here. His entourage have taken lead. They are all coming in. All of them wearing black, brown, signaling that we are in a mood of mourning. It is a very sad day for all of them. Very, very sad day for all of them. The Asantehene is coming. We see the Jetekuku from afar, which shows that he is getting closer to this place. These people you see are the Asantehene's personal entourage. It does not really, they do not really form paramountcies, but chiefs who play significant roles in the Menchia Palace. All of them leading as the Asantehene comes into the sitting of the Asantehema Nana Konadu Yiadom III. You see the chiefs, all of them coming in, joining the Asantehene as he makes his official entry into the Asantehema's bungalow. So we would have to take steps and get in because the Asantehene is here. When we do not get in before he does, it is going to be very, very difficult for us to enter. But then I would want my camera to pan a little bit so they can see up there. You see the Jetta Kuku? That is, yes, signaling the arrival of the Asantehene. Yes, he's coming in. The Asantehene is coming in to mourn with the family. He's coming in to mourn with the family. And so you see him in your shots. Now we have made our entry into the palace of the Asantehema Nana Konadu Yiadom. Now they are singing chants. The face of the Asantehene signals sorrow. A day of mourning. A day of mourning. The Asantehene is mourning. So officially, the Asantehene has entered the palace of the Asantehema Nana Konadu Yiadom III. Today, he is mourning, he is angry, he is sad because Nana is no more. So that is the Asantehene. So we have to, you can see the Jabehene also coming. The Jabehene, he's also joining the Asantehene. Former Council of State Chair Nana Otio Sirbo joining the Asantehene at the Asantehema's official bungalow. And so that is what you see here. Today, they say Obepoe Tutu, which is to say that it's a very sad day for them. When the announcement was made, it was indicated that all official seats at the palace be turned upside down. So you see Achamfo, the Asafo. We are unable to speak to them because in such a day they are not to communicate with the press. But we'll do well to see if we can get anybody to speak to, anybody at all to speak to share their grief, and then to tell us a little bit about what we are to expect in the coming days. The team have moved in already, but then some of them are coming out and others are also going in. They have been told not to, we've been told not to speak to any other person, if not the people who are designated to do so. So if we are able to spot the Mampohima, we would speak to her. But then you can see now a very packed place. The palace of the Asantehema is very packed, and the tents you see here are all black, red. Ordinarily, you would not see all these, but it is to tell you that the region is mourning. It is a very sad day for all of them. The Asantehema Nana Konadu Yiadom III has passed. At 91, she passed on the 7th of August. That's Thursday. The Oyoko family are mourning the demise of the second most powerful person in the Ashanti region. She held on as the Asantehemas from 2017 when she took over from her mother, Nana Kobi. I see social commentator Pierre Stadium also here. Now we are allowed to go in to see what is really happening inside there. Now this is the inner perimeter itself of the Asantehema. A very sad day for all the chiefs and queen mothers gathered here with the Asantehema no more. We would, you can see people mourning. They are mourning the demise of the Asantehema. The Asantehene, while delivering the announcement, was seen in a very sober mood. Was seen in a very sober mood. Let's see if we can speak to Apia Stadium. Apia, Ote Asemi, I know I yapa because they are higher now. Ote, one can say find a sense to say.
Say, yeah, because my entire say, at the case say every year, sir. It diminu me in our class, wa mamma and one yard, shot out of fufu. Any Brian Shefufu, there's one in Biana we at the London. The Abacos are one yard. If you say, if you could be so wampum coeno, Nechidia Benienti, Anna Sakoya Bacosem, Nenso, Yempe, where they are Bacosem, Dear Mayura, Crobia Santico to Coheneaco, Asantemani Ganina, and we are seeing Adia Toyeni, Mumwani Yeni, you say Adia Tony Penia, Bini Yimai.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that is social commentator Apia Stadium, who is mourning. He's sad about the incident, and he says that we should not have death as history, but unfortunately, this is what has happened today. The entire palace is mourning the demise of the Asantehema Nana Konadu Yiadom III. The Asantehema.
Right, so we'll bring you more of this in subsequent bulletins, but the announcement was made this morning after an Asantehemaa emergency meeting, and Nana Konadu Yiadom III, born 1927, died on Thursday, 2025, just gone past Thursday, and she was 91 years old, sister of the Asantehene. Now,